Good evening, welcome to Day of Dubai. My name is Hamid Al-Blushi, and today we have a special guest and who has a technology which the whole world is talking about. We have artificial intelligence, something different to talk about artificial intelligence specifically in the UAE and the GCC. Welcome to Day of Dubai, Dr. Angelika. We are proud to have you and it's an honor to have you. And could you please give us a brief about yourself and AIDirections?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Hamid. It's a pleasure to be here, and it's lovely to have the chance to talk about our fairly new founded company, AIDirections. The company was founded with the aim in mind to empower organizations to make the best use of AI. Because what we've seen in the past is that unfortunately not all AI projects were completed successfully. There is actually a number from Gartner, and they have found out that, and that is now a worldwide figure, that up to 85% of AI projects are either failing or at least lagging behind expectations. And that is of course a very sad number, and we want to change this, particularly here in UAE and GCC. A little bit about myself. My background is in mathematics. I have a PhD, and at that time I came in contact with AI. And I found it a fascinating subject, and I would have loved to do more, but that was a time where we had not enough connectivity, not enough data, and not enough computing power. So whilst the ideas were all already there, the implementation was not successful. So I took a detour, did some work in the security field, and I was for a long time participating in the Standards Committee SC27 for information and cybersecurity, and there I developed the worldwide known standard 27001. Maybe some of you have it implemented. I hope you like it. And I also developed with my friends from Desk the cybersecurity strategy for Dubai. After all this security work, I decided now it's time to do AI again.
Beautiful. Very good information, of course, and we welcome you. And we will be getting into the depth of AIDirections. Of course, Dr. Angelika, as the CEO of AIDirections, will give us more in-depth information about what is AIDirections going to do and how it is going to be implemented. Dr. Angelika, getting into more information or getting into more in-depth information about AIDirections, what makes AIDirections different than any other AI company in the GCC?
Thank you for that question. We have a number of things where we think we are quite different from others. First of all, we are a truly UAE founded and based company. The background of this is we want to be where we are needed. I have worked here in UAE before for overall about 9 years, and I made this experience that it actually normally often does not work to fly in experts that are somewhere remotely in Europe or US or whatever. They cannot be there in time for the problem, often, and also there might be an issue that they don't know so much about the work here, they don't know about the culture, so we prefer to be here. Secondly, we provide the whole journey for AI. Some people, there are companies that do solutions and products, that's true. What we do is we want to encompass every little bit of that journey, starting from awareness building to make people understand what AI is and isn't, going over to helping assess how AI ready an organization is, and also to build an AI strategy for the organization. We actually think every organization should have one. And then when it comes to the implementation of the strategy, we can either use our own solutions, or we can also be totally vendor agnostic and do other solutions, maybe through our partners, or we do market research. And finally, we then can also monitor the success of the AI implementation, and if a client was so kind to buy one of our solutions, we actually constantly improve it. And that will be, so to speak, free of charge in addition to what we're doing. Another important differentiator is we do neither need connectivity nor cloud. A lot of companies that actually provide AI products make use of the AI in the cloud provided by Microsoft or Google or Amazon or whatever. We don't. We have everything ourselves developed, and that makes us extremely independent. That means we can actually work in areas with low connectivity and even in areas with no connectivity. And that has also another benefit. We have here in UAE the requirement that sensitive data does not leave the country. We operate a lot with the face of a person. Well, faces are definitely personally identifiable information. They are sensitive, so it should not leave the country. With a cloud solution, you can never guarantee that. Finally, we do not sell boxes. We don't go to the customer, here's our solution, see how you can make use of it. No, we go to the customer, understand which problem the customer wants to solve. Then adapt our AI solutions to that problem, integrate with whatever is there. We are very integration friendly, and then provide the solution that solves best the problems the people have.
This is amazing, wow. Face detection, I have come across this, and I think this is what most of the GCC countries are trying to implement. So there is a solution we have already. Thank you very much for that information. Thank you. Can you tell me why is there so much hype about AI, and what is the reason behind it?
That's a very good question. Yeah, we see at the moment a number of emerging technologies, all of which are in a way hyped. That is the same for IoT, that is the same for blockchain and for artificial intelligence. And I think this hype is in a way justified because all of these technologies will revolutionize the industry and the technology around them. So there will be lots of changes happening, and the number of possibilities are just vast. So from that side, yes. From the potential, definitely yes. Particularly, it gets very important when you combine some of these emerging technologies. That when you, for example, use some AI to get the feedback you get from some a little bit more clever IoT devices that can actually provide feedback. So there is a lot that can be done. On the other hand, well, we always use the word AI. Really, we don't yet have true AI. All what we have are a number of partially very, very clever machine learning techniques that help to get to results. And these things can do miracles in areas. But if we have a problem that's faced and that is in a way not so suitable to these machine learning techniques, and these problems do exist, then they might not be as successful. So it is very important to understand that AI, at least at this point in time, definitely can't do everything. And if the hype is based on this misconception that AI already can do everything, then it's very sad, because then the basis of the hype is wrong. So let's hope that people see the possibilities and not the misconceptions.
Wow, okay, thank you very much for answering that question.
You're welcome.
Very reasonable, of course, and I never knew that this hype there's so much of truth within the hype, or is there something hidden behind it? So thank you very much for all the information. Which business sectors does AI focus on?
Yeah, that is a question which I need to break down a little bit, because the answer is dependent on which of those services and solutions that we offer you're actually speaking about. Let's start with the consultancy bit, the awareness building, the readiness, and also the AI strategy, this can of course work for any sector. Maybe we do some tailored versions. We're actually working on some at the moment in particular areas, but in principle that goes across all sectors. Then we have another solution, and that is our pain detection solution. The pain detection solution works just through the use of a normal camera, nothing else, just connected to our little piece of intelligence. And then our product comes back with A, the person is in pain, and B, what the pain level is. And that can be used in a number of clinical areas. We actually have, and I'm very proud to say, won the Frost & Sullivan Award for leadership technology for this pain detection solution this February. It is only given once a year, and it's only given for certain regions, and ours is for the complete MENA region.
Wow.
So we are very proud of that.
Round of applause. Wow. Well done. Well done.
And thank you. And that is obviously based on clinics and hospitals and doctors, etc. Our sentiment analysis solution works whenever you want to understand how happy or satisfied your customers are. So that is any customer interaction, any sector with customer interaction can make use of it. Our facial recognition solution can be worked wherever there is a need to have access control, for example, and it works again through the use of the normal camera, and people can just walk through, and it is very fast and very efficient. And it can also be used, for example, to recognize loyal customers. Finally, our people flow solution is relevant for anything for crowd management, for example, in malls.
Thank you very much and congratulations for. I just found out that you have won that honorary of the pain detection.
Pain detection, yeah, because we were actually the first ones in the world doing that.
Wow.
And we're still the first one here in that region. At the moment, there's a little bit done in San Francisco and also a little bit in a Fraunhofer Institute in Germany, but that's it.
Do you think artificial intelligence is going to take over the world in some of the sectors, or will it be controlled by some other industries?
I do think that AI will touch base on almost every, if not every, business and technology. The possibilities of applying AI it's just vast. There's so many. Give me any topic and I will give you an AI adaptation for this. Yet when you ask whether it will take over, I do, at least at this point in time, don't see that picture. Now, and I think this picture will not change for the next 5 years, at the moment, the AI solutions integrate with existing technologies, business processes, and so on and so forth, ERP systems. So they integrate and influence, but they don't take over. And I don't think that will change too soon.
Thank you. So it's not going to take over very soon. So yeah. We're still depending. We're not going to depend on robots then.
Not yet, no. And still, at the moment, we are at the switch. And if you ask me, that is how it should stay.
Thank you. From a business perspective, what does AIDirections aim to achieve?
Yeah, we, at the moment, and you have possibly heard this when I described the various solutions particularly that we have, they are all mainly based on computer vision. What we want to do is to also integrate data analytics, and we hope for actually even better results if you combine the computer vision and the data analytics things together, and to get to even better results. We already have taken first steps into that area. Another thing which we want to achieve is our current solutions work with the accuracy of what we say a well-trained human. So somebody that knows about the subject, and they assess how happy or unhappy a person is, or how much a person is in pain. And that is not a wonder, because we used as training data training that was annotated by humans. So given that, it's very difficult to get better than the humans. Yet, we are planning to use some new techniques, which if it works, we will actually possibly even patent it, and we hope for an accuracy above 90%. That would be really great. Let's see what we can do. And finally, we are partnering with a number of universities to raise the AI talent here in UAE.
So this is all going to be in the United Arab Emirates?
Yes.
Amazing. Okay. Looking forward to a great future then in the UAE.
Thank you.
With AIDirections.
Thank you very much.
So Dr. Angelika, thank you very much, first of all, for being here with Day of Dubai. And my last question would be, what is your message to the viewers of Day of Dubai for artificial intelligence?
I actually have three. So the first one is, please don't think that AI is a magic wand where you do and then everything happens. That's not true. It's actually hard work and it's more math than myth. So understand what AI can and can't do. This is a message I direct particularly also to the leadership of organizations, because if these expectations are set wrongly, then we're back to our 85%, which I mentioned in the first question, where AI projects don't achieve what the original aim was. Another important message for all organizations is you should have an AI strategy. And if you have a strategy, you should also implement it. Sounds very simple, but it is important that you understand how you position your organization with regards to AI. And it's not a good idea to sit back and wait and see what the others are doing, even if they make mistakes, because there's a lot of statistics and views out there. They all say with AI, the early adopters will be the long-term winners. Finally, if you then do an AI project, choose it wisely. Because, as I said several times during our nice talk, there are so many possibilities. And that's true. So choose something that is doable. Don't try to reach for the stars. Do something that doesn't take forever. So something 6 to 12 months maybe, definitely not longer. And that speaks to the core value of your business. So you see the real value of AI.
Dr. Angelika, thank you very much for being a part of Day of Dubai and for all this in-depth information about artificial intelligence and AIDirections. Congratulations on the achievement of AIDirections as well, and we wish you all the best for the future in the United Arab Emirates and for the youth of the United Arab Emirates and the GCC.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ahmed. It was a pleasure to be here at Day of Dubai.
Thank you.
Thank you.